Hello everybody, welcome to IELTS Writing Task 2 Paraphrasing. Today we're going to learn how to paraphrase for band 5 to 6, 6 to 7, and 7 plus. We'll go slowly, but the information will get you a 7 plus. These methods of paraphrasing have been successful for hundreds of my students. The style works great for the general IELTS writing too. Stick around until the end and I'll give you a bonus lesson on paraphrasing to boost you even higher. So here is our question card from the exam. Some people believe that elderly employees are more useful to a company, while others believe that young employees are better. So we have two things to paraphrase. Now we're going to start with the synonym, type 1 synonyms. There are those that think, so some people believe, there are those that think. Instead of believe, we have think. Elderly employees, we have older employees, or we could change this to workers, are more useful to a company, beneficial, useful. And then young employees are better. So we have youthful employees here. And again, we can put workers in there. This is the easiest form of paraphrasing, but it will also only get you a 5 or a 6. So you're just changing these words like this. The structure of the sentence is the same. There are those that, some people believe that. Okay. Let's get higher marks. Type 2 is rewriting band 6 to 7. Some people believe that elderly employees are more useful to a company. This time we're going to rewrite the sentence. First thing we'll do is choose one word from the first half of the sentence. The word I chose was company. That's going to be the subject of our sentence. So, companies is the subject, can benefit. This is useful, but we're using this as a verb. So, companies can benefit from having older employees. So it's the same idea, but because we changed the subject, we've written it in a different way, and that is paraphrasing. So we have the subject, the verb, and the object. Now, let's turn this, companies can benefit, into a compound sentence. That means we have two sides by adding however. And then the second half is going to be youthful workers also have valuable skills. So you can see that I've changed young employees into youthful workers. That's the subject. And then we have the verb have and then valuable skills. So here it says they're better, and here we just said valuable skills. And again, we used young employees as the subject instead of others. See, this is the subject of the original sentence, and this is we've taken this out as the subject and we're using young employees as the subject. So let's move on and see the full sentence. Companies can benefit from having older employees. However, youthful workers also have valuable skills. This is using both grammar and synonyms to paraphrase. You'll get a 6 or a 7 for this. So we've changed the grammar and we've changed the words. However, this is not how paraphrasing is done in academic work. Let's take a look at the top level way to paraphrase and get a 7 plus. The academic paraphrase is, it can be argued that. This is the academic way to discuss the opposite point of view. It will get you a 7. Some people believe that elderly employees are more useful to a company, while others believe that young employees are better. There is our sentence we're going to paraphrase, and we're going to start our paraphrase with, it can be argued that. Now, instead of saying some people, we're saying it can be argued that. If you stick around later, I will show you why we're using this and why this is a 7+ and this is not. So it can be argued that older workers are, so we've chosen this elderly employees and we've changed it to older workers, and more beneficial instead of useful. Okay, so we've added the subject and the verb and the object. There's the subject, there's the verb, and there's the object. So note that the other people believe idea is implied. So that means, let's just go back to, so here we have, while others believe that young employees are better. We didn't paraphrase this exactly, but it's called implied. We understand that it's there. And that is because we're using than to compare the two instead of a subject-verb-object. We're just saying older workers are more beneficial than newer recruits. Okay, so this is like our transition. So it can be argued that older workers are more beneficial to a company than newer recruits. So here we have again the subject change, the synonym change, and we have the synonym beneficial change. And now we have a comparison word, than, that tells the examiner we're talking about both sides. So A is better than B, basically. So here are the paraphrasing rules. Find synonyms with more advanced language. That will get you your vocabulary mark. Change the subject and rewrite. That will get you your grammar mark. And use academic phrases. That will push you to 7+. So thanks for sticking around. Now, here are the 3 sentences we've written. You can pause the video and take a look at them again. This is the original statement. That's a 5 or a 6. 5 to 7, and 7 to 9. Now, for an extra bonus, let's see how academic convention will be used in your IELTS university and professional life. So let's explain this a little bit more. Why do we say it can be argued that, and not some people believe that, or there are people who believe that? Yes, this is a paraphrase. There are people who believe that, but no, it's not academic language. This is academic language. Why? What's different? So it can be argued refers to academic debate. It's a common phrase used in spoken and written academics. This is not. So in academics, you have to prove and show who are these people and why do they believe whatever they believe. So here we're just saying there's an argument. One side or the other, agree or disagree. And here we are saying that there are some people, but we don't know who they are. That's weak academically. The only reason that IELTS and Cambridge use this language is to give you the question. They don't use it because it's academic language and not how you should write. If you go to academic papers, go to Google Scholar, find academic papers, you will find very, very few, if none, of the papers say this. Because if you write some people, the academics will say, what people are you talking about? If you write it can be argued, they will say, yes, you can make an argument. Okay? So again, nobody in academics ever uses some people believe that, or any kind of thing. Other people, or some of these people, or some of those people. No, it doesn't happen. IELTS uses it to give you the question, and in real academics, which is what you're being tested on, we discuss arguments that are based on facts. Some people is too vague and unclear. So take a look at some of your essays and use this phrase instead and put your introduction in the comments and I'll look at it for you. So you can also use it has been suggested that. This is just like it can be argued that. Use suggested because remember that an essay is only one side of an argument. It's not 100% correct. The other side has a voice too. And if you show the examiner that you respect that, they will know you have a good start to understanding academics and you'll get a higher mark. So, thanks for watching and learning. And for the wise amongst you, let's look at the band descriptors. This is how the examiner marks you. This will help you really understand how to get a high band. Did you notice that we changed the complex sentence into a compound sentence? The complex sentence used while, and we used however. These are two kinds of complex structures. So that gives you an extra bonus for this part of a band 7. Now, you can use, it can be argued that subject, verb, object, depending on what your topic is. Semicolon, very important, space, however, comma, space. Very important to get this right. It has also been suggested that subject, verb, object. This gives you a compound sentence because you're using however again, and 2 academic phrases, which will equal a higher mark. So thank you for watching. Comment below with your introduction. Like the video, subscribe for more in this series, hit the notification bell, I'm always making new videos, and go to ispenglish.com for my IELTS course and if you need essays checked. Thank you very much and talk to you soon.